Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, The Unusual Investor. In today's episode, we are going to talk about what is happening in Sri Lanka's economy. Why there has been so much of noise that Sri Lanka's economy on the verge of collapsing. Is it really happening? If it is happening, what it has impact on Indian economy? So let's get started. Sri Lanka is an island nation with only 2 crore of population, which is even smaller than many of the Indian states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Assam in terms of their population. Sri Lanka might be small, but it is very strategically placed in Indian Ocean. When I say strategically placed, it means from geopolitical point of view, it means from the trade point of view. Now Sri Lanka is a nation which is purely import driven economy. 8 to 10% of GDP comes from tourism sector. Now all of us are aware that tourism is a sector which is badly impacted in last 2.5 years due to COVID-19 across the globe. Apart from this, the trade deficit of Sri Lanka is very high. It has skyrocketed and it is because of their higher import bill. Now import bill has two components. One is freight cost, one is fertilizer import bill. Now policymaker has decided to keep the import bill at low. They are going to import less fertilizer. But the question is, if a country is importing less fertilizer, how they are going to produce the food in their nation, in their country? Now to overcome this, policymakers has decided that they will shift to organic farming, which is a very well thought move, well intentioned move, but poorly executed. It is because of this policy, their food production in their country has drastically reduced, and that has led to a super high inflation. Now, just understand, earlier Sri Lanka is importing fertilizer to produce food. Now they are importing food itself. That has led to a even higher import bills. Now country has to keep the import bill at check. So the central government or central bank of Sri Lanka has artificially manipulated their currency. Due to artificial manipulation of their currency, their export has taken a dent. Now one side import kept on going up and the other side export kept on coming down. And because of their policymakers, because of their unconventional policy, poorly executed policy, Sri Lanka is in such a mess today. Their economy is on the verge of collapsing. Now, whenever this kind of situation arises, there will be a lot of friendly countries, there will be a lot of organizations which will come forward to help that country. Basically, they will extend their help to keep the country in an economic trap. One such organization is called IMF, International Monetary Fund. They have announced that they are going to give a bailout package to Sri Lanka. But strangely, Sri Lanka has denied to take any help from IMF. Now, why would a country which is on the verge of collapsing will deny any such help? Because whenever IMF issue any bailout package, any short-term loan to a country, it comes with lot of terms and conditions. They try to impose hard austerity measures. They try to impose lot of restriction on trade, import, export. Basically, IMF indirectly try to control the economy of that particular country. Now, Sri Lanka doesn't want that, and that is the reason they have denied to take any help from IMF. But apart from this, there are two more countries which has come forward to help Sri Lanka, to rescue Sri Lanka from its crisis. One is China and the other is India. Now many of us are aware the intention behind China to help countries like Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. We are not going to go in detail of all those things today. But let me tell you, Sri Lanka has already lost its national asset. I am repeating it, its national asset, Hambantota Port, and 15,000 acre of land around it to China for 99 years. Now China has a free access to a port in a foreign land, and China can use this port as a military base in a warlike situation. That puts India in a very fragile and vulnerable state. It is very imperative for India to rescue Sri Lanka from its economic crisis, to rescue Sri Lanka from going completely into enemy's hand like China. Because if China gets complete hold of Sri Lanka, it puts India in a very dangerous state. Now, to overcome this, to counter this, India has announced that they are going to give a bailout package of $900 million to Sri Lanka. And under this deal, both the government has signed an agreement that they will jointly develop the Trincomalee port, and it will be leased to India. Now, India will be using this port for storage of petroleum product, and that in turn can be used by Indian Navy to refuel their submarine, to refuel their warship, to refuel their freight ship in a warlike situation. Now let all of us be very proud. From last 7 to 8 years, Indian defense policy has been very aggressive. India has been very offensive in their defense strategy. India has been very offensive in their external policy, their foreign policy, and due to this, India has achieved a lot of heights. Due to this, India was able to make a lot of friendly allies across the globe, be it Vaccine Maitra or be it any other policy. India is 1.5 billion population. India means business to the world. All companies, all big brands want to come to India and set up their base because they know India means business. This decade and many more coming decades belongs to India. Let all of us be proud of our policy. Let all of us be proud of our culture. So that's all from today's video. That's all from today's episode. If you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe my channel, do support us. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.